Aww, shit. As I'm sure many of you know, Death Stranding is one of my most anticipated titles, but it's also one that's been shrouded in so much mystery since its announcement. All we really know about the game is that it looks creepy and cool and maybe a little convoluted, but has an air of intrigue about it that's kind of intoxicating. So basically, we know jack shit about it. But it does look like that's all about to change very soon if a recent statement from Guillermo del Toro is anything to go by. The following information comes from website IGN, who spoke to del Toro about Death Stranding and what he expects to see of it in the not-so-distant future. Del Toro replied with, "It's been great as a friendship, and it's been great as a learning experience. In Death Stranding, I'm just a puppet. I don't know what he's gonna make me do. He's supposedly going to show me the gameplay at some point in the next couple of weeks." Now, it is important to note, ladies and gentlemen, that Del Toro is likely talking about a private gameplay showcase. Kojima is going to show him gameplay within the next couple of weeks, not the public. However, we can make a few deductions from this information, namely that Kojima and team have made a lot of headway on the game since we last heard of it. Now, we have already heard from Sony higher-ups like Mark Cerny and Sean Layden that they had seen Death Stranding in playable form, but in that case, it's sort of par for the course. Kojima has to show the stages of his game's development to his main partner, Sony, but the game has yet to be shown to anyone who isn't directly involved with the game's development or marketing, which is why this time it's different. The fact that Kojima thinks the game is at a point where he can show someone who isn't really directly involved in the game should tell you something. And no, folks, as far as we know, Del Toro is not directly involved in the project. His likeness will be in the game, but his character will be performed by a different actor, whose identity still remains a mystery. So yeah, Kojima has some gameplay that he's confident in showing to some of his close friends and people who are more indirectly involved with the project. And what this tells me is that Kojima's gearing up to finally show some gameplay to the public. Maybe this is Kojima getting a second opinion of sorts on the gameplay that he intends to show off soon. Makes me wonder if we can expect a gameplay trailer debut at PSX 2017. Seems like a possible scenario. If not, I'm 99% sure that we'll definitely see gameplay at E3 2018. Kojima has already confirmed that the game will be out before the 2020 Tokyo Olympics and before Akira's 2019 setting. So until that changes, we are still looking at a release window of between late 2018 and early 2019. In other words, it's getting to be about that time in which Kojima has to start selling the game, which means showing off some badass gameplay. One thing that I'm excited about is that whatever gameplay does get shown off will likely have very little bullshit behind it. Ever since Metal Gear Solid, all of Kojima's trailers and gameplay showcases have always been in-engine, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. I still remember hearing reports of Kojima showing off the first gameplay of Ground Zeroes in a live presentation type of format, and the guy who was playing the game accidentally screwed up. He got detected and kind of botched the whole gameplay presentation. I'm not sure if Kojima will actually go that far with Death Stranding and actually show live gameplay, but even if he does only show gameplay footage, we can expect it to have been filmed live in-engine with someone actually behind the controller, albeit in a more controlled environment. Bottom line is that based on Kojima's track record, whatever gameplay we see will likely be very close to the final release. Obviously, there might be some marketing trickery as far as story goes, but when it comes to graphics and gameplay, it's always been consistent. Kojima has always shown the game as it is. No pre-rendered crap, no CG, nothing of that nature. So yeah, all in all, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm excited to see what Kojima can come up with outside the confines of the Metal Gear series. With that, I would like to end this news update. Thank you for tuning in. If you like this video and enjoy my content, consider supporting me on Patreon. All contributions will go towards helping us remain 100% independent. And to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Young out.